Alright, hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm just trying to look for the best lighting. Obviously, I'm not like a lighting person, but like this looks pretty good right here. So, um, what I want to start off with is saying that, like, my prediction about the breadlines is like pretty on point. It's happening soon because 42 million people are gonna be decline their food stamps at the beginning of the month this month. And so they're going to get their food from donations and from people who are kind enough to resolve that for them. So, yeah, it started a little bit sooner than I thought it would, but although I knew it was going to start at some point. So, the whole reason for the food stamp crisis and the reason why SNAP benefits are getting cut off is like totally political. It's because of some sort of it's because of the government shutdown, right? And the reason why the both of the political parties don't want to compromise with one or the other. And so basically, you can imagine this as being like a standoff between your food and their political, aspirations. Because the government department that is in charge of food stamps always said that during a government shutdown, SNAP benefits, which is like the food stamp benefits, would always be delivered no matter what. And then suddenly, under some sort of, random law, random, like beneficiary, governmental cause, they're gonna not allow that. So 42 million Americans, right, or something like that, are not going to receive their benefits for food. And I know in my last video I talked about the breadlines and stuff like that, and how that was an inevitable situation. I did not know. I'm sorry I didn't say it sooner, but I did not know it was gonna happen this soon. I did not know that because I did not know that the government, both parties were playing you guys' food against each other. I did not know that would happen, but I'm not surprised. So here we are, 42 million Americans going without food stamp availability starting November 1st. So that is the start of the probably one of the biggest economic crises that you're going to see in your lifetime. And I don't really know what we can do about it besides just help each other out, but that can only last so long because everybody needs food, right? Everybody needs access to some food, some fresh water, and all those things. And without having that, I don't think we can survive as a nation. So for as long as they keep playing games with us, for as long as sorry, that was a firework, I'm sorry. For as long as they keep playing games with us like that and keep wanting to use people's hunger as a political strategy, then there's not too much we could do. I would say take care of your neighbors, take care of the people that are around you. If you know somebody who's on SNAP benefits, help them out, because obviously they're not getting those benefits and they need them for a reason. And the most ironic part about it all, I should have said this at the beginning, is that most of the people that receive SNAP benefits are in rural areas where they're the most poorest, where they voted for the president that we have in office right now, Trump. So I know there's a lot of like misconception in terms of food stamps and like who gets those food stamps, but the most people that receive food stamps are poor white people. And so most of those poor white people did vote for Trump, and I'm not gonna sit here and I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, it's your fault. It's you who voted for them, because no, that's not cool. Like, you need food, and you need some kind of care, and you need some kind of backup. Like, and yeah, you voted for like Trump because you're dumb, but like, well, you're not dumb, but like you're uneducated, and I'm not gonna sit here and just like act like that's like, the the end all be all to the whole situation. So I'm really worried about this situation, like I just said about the Venezuela situation, which is also getting way worse, by the way. Like, it's getting way worse, and there's ground troops going into Venezuela, and there's like planes and everything getting deployed from Russia. And I don't mean to like scare anybody or be like the bearer of bad news or anything like that, but like, if you can help out your neighbor, help out your neighbor. But if you can't, just get yourself ready. And yeah, that's what's going down. So, like I said, I knew the breadlines were coming soon. I didn't know that it would come like that in an instant after I said it, but here we are. And yeah, I'm afraid for everybody who's going through this, but yeah, and I don't think that there's any end in sight. And in terms of that, I'm gonna make another video for, or I mean regarding like Trump and him running for a third term, because I think that's another thing that people are just kind of like disregarding, but I think it's something that you need to be aware of. And I'm gonna make another video on it. I wanted to make a more in-depth video on all of this, but I just am like, I'm sick right now, so I can only do what I can do. So I'm just posting this as a way to like reach out to my community and things like that, and hopefully get you to understand like where I'm coming from. All right, peace.